That's too cool.
So yesterday, what we did is we put basic electronics on it. Got the battery in the middle-ish. So the reason we have it in the middle, I'd rather it be right here on the center point of the drop center, but we can't. So it's there.
We put a lot of accumulators on the other end.
Yeah, that's why all the other stuff is over here. So why do you think we want the battery in the middle of the robot and not like in this far corner over here? Yeah. So
Distribution.
big thing with robots is weight distribution. You want to make sure that it is nice and center, especially if we're going to turn. If you have all your weight on the back and you want it to turn nicely, it's going to be swirly all the time.
Well, it kind of rickets back and forth when you start spinning.
Your optimal performance would having the weight exactly in the middle of these two and as low as possible. So we're going to try and counterbalance the weight a bit as much as possible. You'll probably put weights over here to kind of counterbalance. But for now, that's the best we can do. From there, from the battery, you go to the switch right here. These are required on the robot. We're not allowed to use any other kind. So if you haven't seen one of these before, the little thing over here, you push it in until it clicks. If you just push it a little bit, you don't get that click. You're not going to get anything to turn on. And to stop the robot, we're going to have a big stop sticker on there, and everybody's going to know where this is because if we need the robot to stop, you press this button and make sure that comes all the way up. From there goes to the power distribution board. This is where all of our power comes from on the robot itself. These pins we're going to get duct taped over, and then from there, usually bigger wires, smaller wires, doesn't really matter. If you can fit the wire in there, we use it. Motors use the 40 amp and 30 amps, and the compressor will use 20. From that, the C-Rio has its own separate power because it uses 12 and 24 volts, and goes over. So the next things we need to find is
Radio as well uses a special one on you.
So I think where's the sidecar? You know the sidecar?
Yeah, I just found one in the red box.
Okay. We're gonna
Find out whether or not it works. It should.
Does it say that on the bottom of it? Then it works. So every motor is required to have these speed controllers on it. These fans are really pretty and they look really cool when they're on, but they're illegal for competition, so we're not allowed to use them. But they're pretty. That's why they're on this one. Speed controllers, these are called Victors. These are 884s. We can use either 883s or 884s, and then we can also use Talons or speed controllers, which are called Jaguars. We don't use the Jaguars, although you can get more data out of them, like motor values and everything. They're heavier than those, and we don't need them that much.
And they're fragile.
And they're fragile. So we've been using the 884s, but this year we bought all Talons because Talons are great. we just put like $1,000 down on Talons.
So they're completely too. They're encased.
Yes,
awesome.
they're encased. One thing that's annoying about these speed controllers.
Well, you can see
Break
it.
Break it!
You want
Don't kill Victor.
Do you want Zach to find
Yeah.
out?
Sure. By the time he does, though, I'm going to have this out.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's why you said when you go get one.
Fingers are cold. Okay.
As soon as I got almost
See all these metal pins?
Oh, there's one.
These with these feet, and that's kind of how it can help. I don't want it.
No, the sitting right behind you.
Okay. And that's kind of how it controls the speed. So it either releases it or anything. But if you get a little metal shaving in there and it goes across anything, it burns out. So we're usually pretty annoying about these when you're drilling anything, making sure that you're not drilling over this or this, because the same thing, if any metal shavings get in these little compartments that's in here, it blows up, and it's annoying. So
People have the same issue with the distribution boards.
I've never had an issue with the distribution board.
No, we haven't, but I saw it on Delphi's board.
Yeah, well, they don't know.
There's a present Minecraft in there.
So the speed controllers are required for every motor that's on the robot. So like last year we had nine motors on the robot. So we had to have 9 speed controllers.
7 pneumatic systems.
Yes.
The track. It was beautiful.
The next other option that we have with the speed controllers is like the name says. You can control how much energy is going through the motor and how fast the motor itself is going to be going. With a spike, you can only on off. So this is a spike. All it is just on off with the inputs. We have this 20 amp fuse in this one because if you use the ones that come with it, especially for the compressor, because the amperage shifts so violently that it burns it out pretty quickly. With these kinds, these spikes are magnetic relays, so when they trip, give them a couple minutes and they trip back. With the other ones, they trip and they fizzle out, and then you have to replace them. It's really dumb. So we use these ones on it. I haven't checked the rules this year, but usually that's pretty legal. I see. So spikes are mostly for the compressor and any motors we want just on off. We don't have to worry about the inputs. To get the inputs, this is a digital sidecar. So in the Stereo we have a digital card, a analog card, and a analog card and a pneumatic card.
Analog.
It logs the animals that are on the field.
It shouldn't happen, but in the case that does.
So, easy way to put it is the Stereo is the brain of the robot, and the sidecar would be the spinal cord, because from here, all of our inputs go to all of our motors.
Wouldn't that be considered something?
That's more like the stick.
Yeah.
That's where you get your energy. Well, stomach,
Intestines.
anyway, biology into it. So each of the speaking controllers can you get me a PWM somewhere? I don't know. So there's Jaguar. We don't use them because they are heavier than Victor's and Talons. And see how you cannot open that up when you get a shaving in there? It doesn't come out.
It also takes much smaller shavings to kill a Jaguar than the Victor.
Jaguars die pretty quickly, and they're a lot harder to mount. They're twice as big as the speed controllers we're using, and it's heavier, and the only difference is you get your inputs. So some teams use them, we don't, because we haven't had the need for the inputs that they provide.
Spam uses them intermittently. We use it on the bridge tipper because we wanted that feedback. That's the only place we used it on 12.
Can you go in that black bin and get me the PWM? There's one right there on top. The tripod. Keep going down. Wires.
Keep going. Wires. Yeah, don't find one. Okay, they found one. Okay.
So this is PWM cord. It is 3 wires. So you've got your 2 hops and your ground. They plug into all the speed controllers into the sidecar. And that's how we get our inputs to the different machines. This plugs in. Which slot does digital go into again?
I'm gonna Google this before we blow something up.
Yeah.
I'm not turning anything off.
I think it's 3.
It's going in 3.
It's not. I'm not guaranteeing 3, but I think 3.
Taking bets. Anyone else?
So one thing that's really important,
That would be too convenient. It must
if
be
you're ever taking these out, make sure you get that double snap, because if it's just in like that, it'll fall out. So make sure that's seated in there really well. And the sidecar will be somewhere random.
It'll go right on top of the thing, which is why it's too convenient now. It has to be 1.
Yeah. I think it's either 1 or 2.
It has to be 1. That's too convenient.
Actually, it's 2. I know it's 2.
Yeah. He's Googling it also. You should blow in it, not spin it.
I miss those old games where you can just blow it into them and then fix them.
Anyway,
64.
Quick blow the
what else can we go through? So, inputs on the wires are the motors itself. We've got our hot wire and our ground wire. These go directly to the speed controller, which go to the power distribution board. We can't just have a motor go straight to the power distribution board. It has to go through one of our different kinds of inputs. The spike uses the PWMs just like the Victors.
This is 13.
No.
The spikes use the PWMs just like the Victors. That's all of our inputs and outputs go into that. I'm gonna have to take everything from you guys.
Yes, Nathaniel.
Just their hands.
So what we can do, Zach's looking up to see the stuff. I need the I need to go find the
Rules.
well, no, the wire diagram to remember which end goes where. Because I forgot. I was good. So tonight we need to finish mounting everything. This will probably sit here, so we need a piece of Lexan from over there that'll fit on top of this, and just a little piece that we can zip tie down and put the sidecar on. The compressor needs to be mounted. You can use a wood screw if you want. Just make sure you don't destroy these holes.
We'll go into the table.
That you go into the table, I'll go through your hand. We need to put a strap around the battery itself, so some kind of strapping device of any value, and we'll go from there, and we'll start going through how to wire the robot itself.
Okay, just like link zip ties.
So
Yeah, but then how would we get the battery back up without having to zip tie?
Yes.
Are you going to control the zip ties?
Well, actually, if you get like a really fine object like a needle, you can actually undo a zip tie with a lot
Yeah.
of caution.
While the robot's going from the field to the pits, or from the pits to the field.
This one's not, but I don't want to waste zip ties, so we gotta find a better option.
You've got a Velcro strap laying somewhere that's designed for that, right?
No, actually, we gave them all to rookie teams last year.
Yeah, we
That's why all those rookie teams had the bright orange straps.
Okay, that's time lock. I'll say that.
Is that one on the practice block?
This is
on the old
we
chassis
didn't
store
even
history?
secure it with that last year.
Okay.
No, I didn't get to it.
So
So
he
I
figured out it was analog, that, and
so this needs to be struck down. This needs to be mounted somewhere close to this guy. So if he's going to be in this general vicinity, I'd say put him as close to the wall as possible without making it so we can't get to this.
And don't let it touch the wall because that'd be annoying.
So I'd say kind of center it, and then put him somewhere around here so we can still get a PWM into him.
And the breaker out if it breaks.
Yeah. Just open things or something like that.
I'll strap down the battery.
Okay.
Or trap.
So we got battery. We need these guys strapped down. We need a piece of Lexan cut out into a little square that this will sit on top of. Whenever you're doing any drilling or anything, don't do it over electronics. And don't go anywhere near the Cerio with a drill. Okay? Okay. Go.
Cool.
Don't jump at once, by the way.
Just like,
Yeah, go for it.
I'll get
that's
that.
easy.
Then take the battery and go, or you can grab the other one. That looks new. No, don't take that one.
I'll take that one. Take that one. We don't want just that one yet.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but okay.
It doesn't.
You don't need to.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
use that.
Have this.
Oh, tape?
Oh, I thought you said take.
Yes, you can take the battery.
You cannot just tape it down.
Oh,
No, you cannot tape it down.
It has to be something like renewable.
That's wasteful materials, just like the zip tie.
no.
Something that can come on and off.
I guess I just look like I know what I'm doing and walk away with it.
Sure. I need it
Go
done
cruise
in
to the
about
vents.
30 minutes.
Break.
Email on the first.
That 14 pound
first
battery.
mentor who.
What am I talking about? This is nothing.
Plus or minus a little bit.
We have a view.
I think 14 though.
Seriously?
Hello, Leela.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be all
Not kidding.
that.
I was like, that's what we wanted to do.
All of them are gonna have to get a couple. So I'll have to charge you two, and I need a square
So,
piece
like,
of
they'll use-
Lexan that's into something that can go on top of the Cerio right here, but not block this port 3.
Sort of like a belt.
So it can only be as long as this hole right here,
Like something to.
from here to here, and then across, and then we'll pull it
I
so we can zip tie it to this.
myself.
Okay? Lexan's over there.
Yeah.
Use thin wall Lexan, like the one that's sitting right there.
It's a symbol representation.
Do you remember what Lexan is?
String would be better.
That's not
The
Lexan.
problem you're gonna ask you is that it's just like,
This one then.
Still not Lexan.
it's already.
You just had, yeah, that's
there.
Lexan.
I thought if I had maybe a with strong string that could do a crisscross pattern.
Or you could put something else there.
Let's
Tie
tie
it
the
together.
Make a net.
And then,
Here,
yeah.
just tie over.
Issue.
Couple this one.
You could even just like drill a hole and then just tie it around the robot.
That's better.
That's how those Velcro straps normally go.
Hey, should I just talk them too?
Unless you want to figure out how to do battery or if you want to know.
Really? I don't say anything useful. I'm staying on the correct side of you.
Do like this, like right around the bottom of your jaw, not there, but like just where your jaw or your rib,
Right
like
your ear?
before it falls off, and just like press down there, and it actually clears pressure up in here. Like
Wait, how did you get the time about batting batteries?
Because she said I can't hear anything you're saying. And after my response is
So then we need to drill holes. We still need some tied down.
so fine, I should measure that.
Leave that right
Now,
We got a couple things.
Alright,
That's what it says. Word. No point to it.
You have to have a short away. You want to do something that's easier for me.
Nobody's doing anything? I need this thing apart.
That's like easier for human.
Try not to stab somebody.
This is
Well,
some of this road.
that's what we're using.
Bro, he needs to cut off 3 feet off the end of it, like 20 feet long.
hey,
If he needs 20 feet long, 4 feet out.
I don't even need 4
I
feet. I
think
need
it's
like
okay.
3 feet. I'll take that.
Brendan. But there's no reason you can't 4 feet off the rope. You got to go for it. I mean, there's a lot there. There we go. Alright, so if you just cut more than you think you need, because you'll be wrong.
Yeah.
And is that okay to have like fully tied with?
If you'd like that,
Then just don't bother. Just untie it here. And just tie it off this end. Don't bother.
I'm gonna
I'm going
around
to
it.
4 3/4.
But then that's
Yeah.
I'm going to have your patience.
alright.
You tie it, you do it.
We can
You do it.
Well,
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Now we
Yeah, it's a separate.
Oh. So go that long enough?
We'll make it long enough.
Well, that was convenient.
Yeah, that'll work.
You can just.
Okay.
So just.
Yeah.
They're a little too perfect. So yeah, you can go here and there.
I need drill bit about this
A
size.
little bigger.
Yeah, because it doesn't need to fit tight. It just needs
You found something that's the right thing to do this way.
Yeah.
Well then, why am I in here? How do we do this?
It's
You're still gonna have to drill a hole in that maybe? Or unless you want to unscrew this and run it on this one.
Yeah.
Which would be easier.
That's what I was thinking.
Depending on your definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to unscrew the hole and slip it in here.
Hold it up and
Am I allowed to bring a drill on this side of the board?
Yeah, just don't go over this.
Yeah.
Alright. So then I
Yeah, you
need a drill.
I heard one a second ago.
I did too.
We have two. There's two of them, I think.
Yeah.
There's one, and then below it. Is there one?
That feels like it's not something like that. It's probably got a drill or a battery. Hey, Tyler.
Oh, hey, you're alive.
What's up, fella?
You was here earlier.
I see that food. Because.
Don't break the Velcro.
May I have a battery, gentlemen? One of the several plugged in right down there.
Yeah. Oh, I finished it the other day.
Yeah, just flashes the channel.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Are we not seeing that?
Just so not like.
So we can get
Start smoking. Wait a second.
This is gonna go.
What?
One of those smoking. It's fine.
If it smokes, it's
then
still working.
You can see the fire.
It's still working.
That's fine.
Really?
If it still works, then still use it.
Yeah.
Alright. You're the mentor, right?
It only kind of smells like fire.
Well,
They may catch fire.
every drill
You
but that one
can see the sparks like that from the back.
Yeah.
That one has not hard enough.
It's fine. It's fine.
And
It's not
smoke
bad.
is coming.
Alright, we'll see.
What was this? You're good.
It's a smoking drill.
Don't run it excessively.
Especially-
You don't know the risk of it catching on fire.
Yeah, don't use it. Don't use it for running.
So I need-
It's all about your mind.
Just like, lights come on.
Yeah.
So, When they find the big
Every once
This is what's on the Yeah, at some point we'll go and all that dangerous entries off. But we'll wait till we're done. Well, it's gonna need and battery mounts and battery runs through.
No.
Yeah, those will go away eventually. So I said we'll get the rest of it.
I feel like it has to
like.
No, I do too.
Yeah, I mean, that would
But
be
if
a hard
you're thinking of
irritation,
running
you know.
it over someone's clothes, inside our or over our game piece because we're stupid.
No. The game piece that you think that I mean with the someone split up.
I don't know, because I drew
Now we
my
need
own.
Oh, well, okay.
So now I'm going to lose the
Have you ever used a drone before?
If it gets too hot,
You
we'll
pull the
crack it for
trigger.
like 5
You
seconds.
want to push it first, go on the screw.
Oh.
And play with the screw, and you want to push it down. On the back, down hard.
It's hard.
Oh, you're fine. Run that back in actually,
Probably colder where you guys
because you don't want to take them all the way out. And then you just want to get enough to slip back over there.
You guys are in the middle of
Then
nowhere.
you stay over here and then give Tyler drills so you can working while you're working.
I want the long bit though.
Which one do you want underneath?
What?
Should I call this female or this male?
Because normally what I do, or hook and loop, because there's a hook side and a loop side.
Where's the
You
long?
want to be technical?
Is this the new?
I don't really care.
No, that's the old one.
They're all.
From which one?
It's all in.
Not that this is our workspace.
That is
I don't know. It's just one that we had.
09 to now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says the new one is only.
Anyway, so feed it out here doesn't matter. Make sure
The new one's only gonna go
Yes.
from
Yeah,
here.
side. You need
So remind us all.
Oh,
there are
it's
four
just
slots.
How many slots is it?
the new one
This one
I'm
has.
looking for
The new one has 4.
the long bit.
And we only ever use 3, really. So.
and the one
Four slots?
No, you don't have to. You
You
can
can
use
use
that
it
one.
if you want.
But I've never seen a team
And
use
next
more
year,
than one.
next year we're getting a brand new one.
Where's the long bit?
So-
Oh,
wait, so we're gonna.
if we like.
Oh, are we gonna cut it?
You can check in the
Run that one in there.
Probably be your best bet.
Yeah,
Overlap
yeah,
underneath.
yeah.
So about.
Tyler, it's either on that cable or from the
We need to drill that.
It's in Tyler's area.
Well, actually, before we stick the battery there, we need to drill to make it.
Wait.
Who has the drill?
It's in Tyler's hand.
Tyler, why are you so difficult?
Because I'm gonna use it. Sorry.
All you can do is run those 4 and then you can help you with what you're doing.
Right now.
Cool beans.
Do you have your
Where's the bit?
Tyler got it.
Ah, so
Look for the bit extender?
You have a fancy end, right?
Now that no one looks like
that was fun.
I mean, the other ones were hard to identify. Yeah, they got not only that, they got the aspect ratio.
Did you see the 3D pictures?
Terrible.
I have not yet. No.
Well, that's the security.
I
I know.
Push hard. You don't want to strip the
Walking out of that building.
I wonder who.
Don't let it run like that because you'll run off the head. Don't let it, try not to let it slip like that.
Realistically, how you stop slipping when you're drilling is you run that back. Because now when it gets tight, it just kind of slips in the drill rather than outside. Which makes it basically easier to use. One of the things you'll get better at is down the drill.
Now we should have an extender on.
I know, that's what I'm looking for.
That's what the E is looking for. Whether they ever find it or not.
I've got the kind that's got the drill on the other side. I love it.
Ooh, those are so nice.
I don't know how I survive without it.
When I'm just at home, I have 2 drills.
Right there.
And you can be drilling
Here.
screw in the hole while you're drilling it.
You're gonna need a drill and a drill.
2-piston drill.
Yes. I would recommend it here.
Signs to say.
I left it in the other car.
Okay, so Brendan.
Sad day. Say no, I'm ready to
Are they okay to cut the Velcro?
as long as they don't cut it like that.
I got two. Where's the drill bit?
You don't cut it into 3 pieces, cut it into 2 pieces.
Well, it's a hook and loops. So it's two
Yeah,
separate
they
things.
have
I think you're saying just
Attached in the
get
middle.
one figured out,
I'm looking
cut,
for the bill
yeah.
in December.
Because
Right.
I don't want 3.
Sir.
Don't use that one.
when you look in here, it's 2 separate pieces, the hook and loop.
Yeah.
So you're gonna end up with 4 no matter what you cut.
He left. We're good.
I think he meant the way, don't pull it up like this.
You can't use it for this.
I think that's what you use, where it's 1 piece.
No, alright.
You want to do
Well, just cut one and then just cut the other one. All you have to do is,
we can shove it through.
It should be like,
Well, before you cut that, we can possibly only have to cut one in, not have to cut one of them.
But then this one wouldn't have a meat.
oh, you're still gonna have to cut both.
Yeah, okay.
I just meant, don't do this thing where you're putting overlaps and then
Yeah.
try to cut it.
No,
Guys, we have actual scissors.
Yeah, it's just that.
In the toolbox. In both toolboxes. We have like 6 pairs of scissors.
Also, you want to cut here, not there. You can't do anything with the front.
There. Good job, Tyler.
There's 2 loads of plastic. Let's go to top.
Then you're tied up. And you want to go in a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Good. Nice and fucking beautiful. It's actually not nice.
It is beautiful in its own way.
Somewhere around here on that one.
No, I don't want 3 pieces, so take it apart.
I do already.
Already 2 separate pieces. Okay. So you can end up with 4 is that what we do? Yeah, he was thinking of the old strap.
necessary.
Right? The strap that we use. That's good.
Alright. So this one.
Yeah.
Crooked again, right?
4 of us will be
Yeah. That's the way it's perfection.
Because we plugged in the light into itself.
We had 30 minutes, we did 10.
Yeah.
Inefficient. Considering no, because we couldn't find the scissors.
No, I mean like a color of it.
It's just a decent frame, you know, they give you here.
Yeah, it is.
Nathan, really excess on it.
Like this.
I guess
Alright, so now she's top of it?
Yeah.
So we did this.
No, behind you.
Ah.
Oh yeah, because that's the one that overpowers the. I was there when you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens?
So what's wrong with power?
So.
No, I just don't want to go to use it. Because it makes the power better.
Okay. Oh, they're water.
Or
Everything's right.
two easy camera.
How do they do that?
We did this part. How do we do that part? I just have nothing. That's what you got.
What's your question, Tyler? What's your question?
Well, I think I want to put a bolt in it to just do what's first. Okay. That works.
Definitely okay with doing it the right way.
Well, because I can't get a wood screw down there because of these.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Do you have any thread lockers?
We have lots, nuts and jam now. You should.
Just use lock nut.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's even better.
Lots of multiple nuts and jam. Maybe. Especially now the new protectors you have to tie stuff onto. The old one had the super rubber thing, the old big thing, and then it's open valuable. Why do you name breakers stick so much? Okay. And I've never seen anyone do that. When you get like pointing out big features. All makes sense. All the spans have been broken. Not a chance. Clearly, you've never seen that. What? Clearly, you've never seen that.
Never give up, never give I'm not dumb.
That way, you gotta kind of here somewhere. You want to move that card over while they were getting the right in the right spot they could, or find the other card.
I was gonna say, what other card do you need to put in? Because we would want to do
One there,
one of these.
Different, but yeah, shape the same, just different thing on top.
Do we have it?
There's somewhere.
Somehow it's not very helpful.
You give them some of the other slots in the field right now. Yeah. They're in the red one. Okay, what?
I'll look in the red bin first.
Good remnant set there.
We got all the measurements off of it. I'll just take the space.
Watch the left cap.
Are we dismantling our catcher things? That pneumatic?
Yeah, then it's drilled in pretty well.
Yeah. This one. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, there's also
That's deep.
Non-functional.
Get two non-functional cards.
Those are fine enough.
Yeah.
I was like, those are perfect. They're just. Yep. Put them in the two slots. Doesn't matter where they go.
Wait, people, before you do that, I have things to go peek in there. He's going there.
What?
For a second.
You're not making it easy to work on.
By putting that there, they'll make sure they won't play in the wrong spot and still get carded. The other one just to keep the plug from getting full of filing.
Oh, I thought they
Safety.
were gonna put something underneath there.
We had to go people like that too. And now they can't put in.
normally like
Those are all the cards that are gonna go in. The two that we need to play in are dummy
this is
cards,
base,
but they're same size.
like
same
that,
function.
I think.
Yeah.
You might have to have those in there anyway.
Yeah. This one is coming in.
I found them. I was like,
I guess I did a good job.
why aren't
That's
these
fine.
all
Yeah,
there?
those are-
Yeah, that's why they exist.
How are you?
I'm tired, but good.
Not
You can put the other end. It's gonna be a busy weekend, but
Why bother?
not too much to complain about.
Take the heat clip off. You want me to take the heat clip off?
Well, see, I have class tomorrow, because it's a teacher's
Then
work
you get
day,
out of the way.
so they gotta make all assigned extra homework because of it.
Get it.
They get to go to work, or do we have to do work?
Screwdriver, yeah. Two of them would be
So,
two.
I have a busy weekend already because tomorrow I have
Even just one
homework. Monday's homework together equals mas homework.
Well, no.
Anderson, the amount of
Bad
Spanish
bad.
that's is too much. I said one of them.
I know you did. And the only reason I know is because I work at Taco Bell.
And
only people who
See,
movie.
Taco Bell.
No, it didn't happen. So you really get me too.
You actually could just use flyers.
One viewer.
And that's what I learned through my hour and a half of working on that.
Flyers are nice because it puts them on the same
inside.
In the future, all restaurants will be Taco Bell.
And not great.
Maybe what's that? The only time I worry about that reference.
Ow! That was my head.
You
So,
said
yeah.
fire.
I said nay. Sir, that was melting you.
Where are
Honey, you have to
Oh,
do your
there we go.
I left them in my car.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But it's not interesting though.
It would have been helpful if they got the other one and the it fitted perfectly.
Oh, that's stupid.
So is this sort of
It's okay, I
just
made
the
the same
prototype
mistake.
thing that you're working
Then you're
on?
a rookie and you're a mentor.
This is for the programmers to work on. They're not going to put a real robot until the last 2 hours of build.
No, that's not happening this year, remember?
Well,
Yeah.
And you
It's not
say
that
that,
it's
I understand part of
how
it.
many
For
hours?
a
Sure.
second.
You know, this is the where I can see it. I still think we should go out and see the handles because of more stuff.
Brandon's right.
There we go. Yeah, because he's the one that was like, we can use these for everything. And I'm sure to do that, he had to show they were easy to do.
See, that's a good
He developed some method to
That's
do
the
it.
thing, yeah.
See, you
Alright,
can work with
So,
piece that we.
Plus, it's easier to vary the speed on it.
it's out.
Turn it on.
It's nicely done.
It's out enough. You can. You only take this 2 big screwdrivers.
It might be easier to unscrew
You
this.
can try.
You took that.
We tried.
You know what I mean?
Take all of this.
Yeah,
You guys
need that
doing?
other bolt to get out.
Taking apart the intake.
Brendan wanted to take off.
That's what. It's screw somewhere. Yeah, you just need.
Also,
And you don't even need one that's necessarily the right size. Like,
I don't have to-
You are correct in the way.
there are wrenches over here too.
Okay.
I have my phone, and I thought
Amy.
on the worksheet.
I found it.
Found another one. You get 716.
716.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard time for you there.
There's a table right here. If you want to work on the table.
Oh, you just want to switch it.
Like that drill.
Oh, this is not. Why are you in the?
I don't know. Just open a drawer.
You think people put things back in the right spot? The one they didn't metric have to
Yeah, Tyler. You have to try to think.
Because if there are things that are not metric or
the cylinder off.
Actually, that I'm surprised that they don't use
and it started moving, I gotta wait for that. Was my. I didn't got it.
You can't tell them they don't start using measurements for the game. So for everything. You really should.
They should.
But because we're the only country in the
We should. The problem is, for this sort of scenario, no one thinks in metric.
well, they need
I don't think
the problem. That is the problem.
I've been converting to metric.
But they're kids. They can learn.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy.
I really wish we would use metric. I
I
use
know,
metric on the
it's
car all the
pathetic.
time.
It's pathetic.
Metric is far superior.
Yeah,
What?
I was almost like.
Yeah.
I mean, we're holding back our engineers by having them not.
Oh,
I'm gonna write a letter first and tell them, okay, look, next year, guys, seriously.
But it's just like.
Unless it screwed up international teams, like at the time they were really overweight, because they thought it was kilograms per pound.
Really, the scale's the only thing that should keep in pound.
Oh,
Everything else, all the
Hey!
other should go in.
It's almost like if you turn it the right way.
Well, because everyone has scales that work in pounds.
Wow, that was.
They will make everyone buy.
No, for anything.
You can convert though.
For their bodies, yeah, you can keep it. Just like in England, they're metric, but they use stones.
Yeah.
To weigh.
14 pounds.
How much to weigh? 6 stones.
Stone is 14.
Yeah.
The English are superior.
But it's like,
Well, yeah.
it doesn't take you very long to get used to temperature and everything else.
The only reason, someone told me that, like, why we can't
And then it's much better to get
trick in one swoop.
Okay, I can finish that one.
Did you watch your last game?
Everything is gone. Here's the problem. When you start making it, and they'll start buying it.
Aaron England.
That theory doesn't actually hold up.
Stop selling it and not
Lily, I just found on the internet from.
Yeah, I know how to find it, I just haven't got it.
But also, they were talking and switching the metrics.
I'll probably do it.
Yes, I was a kid. Yeah. My mom told
Once
me.
I get everything in the
And
first day.
it's because they just dropped the ball.
So how is
It's
it so
still
far?
the situation.
It's
It
good.
also gets harder.
Did you kill
It
this
never
dog?
gets easier.
Yeah, that is more people
This
don't
one
want.
actually just
In this space, Sweden used to drive
Oh,
at
that's not very bad.
I don't
Because I can do
because they're on the continent
Yeah.
with all the other nations.
That's what I
So they
thought.
switch.
Like,
So you're like a big thing
you
to
gotta
do.
call
I don't really
So, okay, tomorrow we all drive on the right.
I don't want to smart driving.
Not in your.
People can barely drive it.
Yeah, it's a good thing they did it way back
Yeah,
when.
That's.
I think
And not
they
now.
have 4 people
When
connected.
did it start?
Or, yeah, population bigger, that many more cars.
Not all the seasons. No, not all the seasons start at midnight. Sometimes it starts at like 12 p.m.
There was Burma. They were still in the English system.
Yeah.
Now he's in the converts. It's just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I understand the English language is now.
See, we did a bunch of mechanical design at the startup. that I was in.
There's a yellow
And
box.
Over
my
there,
brother and I, we did
box there,
mechanical
yellow
design.
box.
That was a
Did
great
everything
day.
in metric
Yeah.
from the get-go.
Over there, in the cardboard box, there's a yellow box.
It's very simple to CAD because it's like it's just millimeters.
It's all
Very,
numbers.
very.
There's now a round millimeter, you make it one.
Yeah, that's what we did. We just made it come out.
Or,
around.
or taps and that's the.
And that's all.
Alright.
What that
Yeah,
means is
those are
it's good
actually
enough
drawers.
factors. That's almost everything you do.
So what do we do now? We
And the
connect it
screws
then.
are easy. That's an M4 screw. That's an M6 screw.
M6 is the one almost a quarter 20.
Is
Right?
that metric?
Well, not quarter 20. It's a fine
Wire.
much finer pitch.
Yeah.
So more like a quarter 32
Yeah.
or whatever.
As far as when you look at it blindly, it's almost.
Oh, I guess.
If someone tries a quarter 20, it does
Is that where Brendan went?
Even like the 632 thread, it's almost like that. Fine.
but it's wrapped around the quarter.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm going for.
So,
These go in a yellow tip thingy.
Yeah, it is around that side. Well, because
It is.
roughly
It's not-
25 millimeters per inch.
That's
That's another thing, is that I think what would have made it easier, I came up with this quickie conversion chart, because they were like funky conversions, right? We said, look, you're blowing people's mind. For the normal actors people deal with, a kilometer, half a mile, that's good enough. Right? So how far is it down the road? 2 clicks. Easy, that's easy. And then for things like an inch, 25 millimeters, you forget the point.
Close enough. Yeah.
so just like roughly.
Yeah, my own, whenever it's very close stuff, I know it's millimeters and inches, and I know 62.3 miles an hour is 100.
Right.
And that's all I know. Those are the 2 points of reference. Anything is going, I think I learned like 2.
Well, and then temperature, you just could just go, 0 is freezing, 25 is comfortable room temperature, 40 is stinking, blazing hot. And then you can interpolate from there.
No, that one's
Only once I remember it being.
Door handles can also probably.
What's the next number 2 and?
Actually, I don't know.
Probably
Doors
more
in a
like
place?
38. It's not 100, in the hundreds.
Okay.
Sounds kind of noise though.
It's kind of what I figured.
Also, the conversion, let's say 2.2 pounds, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like many
So
favorite.
people, okay, how do I do that in my head? Well, double it and add 10%.
Yeah.
Easy. Right? Because that you can do in your head. Oh, double it and add 10%.
Well, it's also, we can do that. Engineering.
I think we'll.
Wait, is that bad?
No,
It is
but
people are
in your head, you
fucking-
think people,
Oh, yeah.
they can double it.
I don't know. I know a lot of people can't do the It's like how hard it is for people to figure out tips. They have to pull their phone out, their
Yeah,
calculator.
but that's
carry their-
15%.
Yeah, I think.
Or-
just-
Hey, come on. It's like, just take that same number, and there it is again. You just shift it
The
over.
last year we had to take
That's in half, and that's your 5. Yeah, we can figure it out.
And then for oven temperatures, I did the calculation called for oven temps over the range of temperatures, because of the way it works out. But using an oven, you just double or half. And
Gotta get it out like this.
and you're within like 5%
Doesn't.
because of the way that it works.
Because the way it, the English one
It
is.
is satisfying.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
No, that's okay. So now for
which is you're probably within 5 to 10% over the full range.
It
And
definitely
the thermostat on a stinking oven is not that accurate.
That's within the tolerance.
They're probably plus or minus 20 to begin with.
Yeah, no, we need.
Done.
That still can't be like wired entirely.
I guess this goes.
Who was in charge of wiring?
Brandon, and then he left.
Oh.
Where's Tyler Joe? There he is.
Tyler, you're in charge of this time.
Oh, he was in charge of it yesterday.
That thing needs some light bulbs on it.
The fans light up.
Yeah. I mean, it's gotta be able to turn on light.
If you screw up, these glow red.
Yeah, if you screw up, there will be light bulbs.
That's an
Then
excellent.
you have power going to
skill.
them and no breaker in them.
Yeah, you like our crooked ends?
It's stylish.
Spark generator would be
It's
good.
asymmetrical.
It's like modern art.
What's
It's
the ladder?
abstract.
To get the power going? That'd be good.
It's the latest.
I used to have one of those when I was a kid.
So now
It's crooked ends.
I had one for a very short time. I was like, that's very gay.
Keep that
I was
in
like,
mind
yeah, why do you
next
think I
time
have
I'm
it?
growing something.
Yeah, we used to do all kinds of experiments in
Okay,
the bedroom with
Next time I'm brokering something at Starbucks, I can
They
just
couldn't arc
make sure
just
it's crooked ends.
borderline, and then you put something in, and it would go
In my defense,
just punch
Nate
hole
was
into it.
better. I was just the holder of the Velcro.
So he was the artist, you're saying.
But I
We
was
run
the
it for a while, and then our room would be so filled with
No one
those.
remembers these. It's just
I get half red.
We're not high.
No,
And
it's
then
gonna
we
go
were
on.
too long to start to overheat, and the oil inside
No,
was
it's
boiling.
really artist, you gotta
Smoke
put
or something
that.
before
I'm
you
gonna
go.
go on a roll of
Here we go. Okay,
have
time
more
to
than
go.
30 seconds range.
In 11, 30 seconds
Sorry,
range.
I just
Probably
picked
I was gonna go
that.
pick up another one.
So then someday I'd be famous, and then I'd be.
And then he'd be like, JK guys.
Rolling.
I've
always wanted to
You're like-
attend my own funeral just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
Like, not actually die.
Interestingly enough,
Mine was 15,000.
okay, you know the Divergent series?
I know of it, I've not read it.
Well, the first two are great. I'm 150 pages, or 200 pages in the third one. I already despised it.
Exactly
I
like.
hate how many times
It
that
only takes 100
happens.
million.
No.
Yeah,
Hunger
that's
Games was
right.
way better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a great
all
plan,
in
but
short.
at that voltage, it would definitely push it through you. That's
Basically, there was a quote though that relates to what you said. It's like the worst thing you can do is
And that was
put
every-
false
That's
faith
go
upon a
through you
person
and your friend.
because like let them grieve for you, and then they find out, hey, you
You
put
should
me
probably
through a
get
crap party.
50K up front.
That was the doctor right there for destroying the timelines.
And that's what Sherlock did to John because Sherlock's a jerk. But that's why the
Have
third
you
one's
not
so
read the
great.
books?
I have read.
Did you
some.
not know that that's what happened?
Yeah.
I own the book of all the stories.
Okay. There's a
And
big
I've
difference
read-
between owning it and having
I
read
have
the
read
story.
the first like 40 pages of that book.
It's the last
those
40 that
stories.
you need to read.
Yeah. Like the middle
And
40
maybe
and
the
the
other
You
other
have
part.
hated writing Sherlock Holmes? Because I couldn't do it. Hated
It's like one of
writing.
those-
I do know that he tried to kill
Yeah.
Sherlock, and they're like,
And then he tried to retire him, and
I
then
have
he
a
killed him,
question.
and
Guys,
then he
guys.
found stuff
He
inside
tried
of
to
his
get-
drawer.
I have a question.
No,
Can y'all lift this up?
no.
Nice.
Someone else over there.
I volunteer.
Allison's got it. Allison's
I have
got it.
Jack.
You have a
No,
job.
no,
I just get angle it. Didn't realize we got lift it completely. I was like, you just put Jack in there.
Why don't you put the nut on the top? Easier.
Because that would be too easy.
And then you don't have to cut it, then you don't have to cut it off afterwards.
Now this is
Tyler.
uncomfortable.
Sit down.
That's a very good idea.
Wow.
That's why our electrical panel on the robot's always so ugly, because there's nuts and bolts sticking up everywhere, because you don't want to have to cut anything.
Well, it's just generally better to do it like that.
So.
Of course, this band went to all zip ties on the electrical pan.
All zip ties?
Yeah, I mean, if you use the plastic with the holes drilled every half inch or so,
Yeah, that's true.
you zip tie everything down and you actually bolt the serial, because that's important. As long as you have two zip ties
Those
everywhere.
plastic snap rivets can be good for something like that
They
too.
could. I've never actually seen a purpose for those. Yeah, they'd be perfect.
And they don't let go, actually.
No, they don't. They're really annoying.
They do make a tool though.
Yeah, but they're really annoying.
What are you doing?
I'm watching the delay on the webcam.
It took me about
Can you do it without swinging that at me?
Like start it out with and then let go and see if we can catch it moving.
No, entertainment. It's like I'm moving.
It's like a strobe line, right? You can't see the person over here and over there and they're flipping every minute.
Yeah.
To use lock nuts?
Yeah, I can't get a socket over that nut.
Oh yeah, you just use an open end wrench like this one.
You put a screwdriver.
30 seconds open and wrench.
No, what you have to do, I figured out what you do.
Yeah.
Right? You you get it to like there,
Yeah,
and then you pull it out.
Not
And it goes back to the-
11:30 seconds.
It is satisfying.
It's just like, it's not,
Yeah.
it's not as, we want to start just short maybe, so it doesn't hit as hard.
To turn the right direction.
It's definitely more right now.
Way down.
Mhm.
I think it's over. It's close.
7 out of 10.
That was a good impression.
I can do phones very well.
So, Anderson,
Don't get
Sarah,
overconfident.
Zach, and I have had extensive discussions about my text message.
Don't
Have
go
we?
with it.
Yes, we have.
Have you heard when
No.
I call in and Star Wars plays out? It's the best.
Fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, they did
Yeah, and
band concerts. He sent mine to Star Wars, so whenever I call him,
that's not for my band concert though. It's just a
My
demo.
mom's still the TARDIS. Sam,
Really?
when I called her,
That's awesome.
The tables in the
she
way.
was really confused. The first
That's-
she forgot.
I don't have those kind of options.
that's when you're just like, stop everything, start looking around. You're
We were in the library studying for finals last semester, and all of a sudden, that was someone's ringtone, and there were like 3 of us who were Doctor Who fans, and we were just like, everybody, check every corner!
Because
It's
I
never
was
gonna
right
really stop.
away from, I could see her, but I was asking her a question.
You want to make it so it
What's
can't
your
come
friend
off, but not so tight that it
Because I was
can't
in line
vibrate.
too. So I just called her, I
That's
was
good.
watching her. I see her like,
Because if you do want it to vibrate, the more that vibrates, the less everything else does.
and then I said,
Oh, I see.
I
Okay.
waited in line
the
for
perks
was like,
if
so what did
you're
you want?
watching
And there's people behind me because I'm
The
looking
more
at her and
the
they're right
compressor has
there.
freedom,
Just
the
look at me. I'm
generally
like,
everything
no,
else
don't look
is
at them. Don't look at
Like, the sleeves around the bolt as it goes through too.
Yeah, so we were actually with the
Feel like
full court shooting. We were
that
so
was part of my
far
eye,
trying
so
to
you
get
suck.
the actors.
You were the be like a
trying
Bluetooth
to
thing.
shoot him
Yeah.
for the compressor. Just
Yeah,
to see
I
that
can't
he just
understand
like,
that.
What do you want?
but it was something like that.
and they're like, what?
No, the other thing.
30 seconds.
And there's like, I don't
I'm
understand.
sure you
No,
did.
you know, that
Oh,
thing
there's
you talked
more
about
down
the
there.
place, and
I
then you just
don't
like turn your
think so.
eyes and you keep talking with your hands, it's like, oh. Then
You can make some people feel so weird though, by knowing that nothing meaning it. Just
The worst
that's for
thing
fun.
is when you say hi to like someone who's turned away from you and you think it's someone else. You're like,
you're just like,
hi, Hannah.
and then they turn
Oh,
around, you're just like,
sorry.
No. That's when you just follow through and keep eye contact.
Like, how have you been doing? It's like,
That's like when you wait till your mates say,
you've still
I think at school when like you see someone leaving,
right?
and you're just like, I don't know how happy this
That's
is.
really
You're
funny.
waving at the person behind you, just go.
Probably.
You have a bridge for that.
What?
my friend is
Oh my gosh! It's a 564
11:30
stretch.
seconds open in? 11:30 seconds open
My
in?
friend
It
in
was on the bench over there.
She was walking in the hallway to the hallway doors.
You know, the
And
peach
like,
size
this guy was
attitude
going
thing, these
to open it, but he
friends,
put his hand up. She thought he was going to give a high five.
the
She was like high fives him. And he just looked so confused. She's like,
that's when you just go with it and keep walking. You're just like,
I think she
That's
might
it.
have. I mean, what else
That's
do
what
you
you
do?
do at like first FRC events. Just like go down the hall and just high five people.
You got a whole set of really tiny ones out
Open
here.
the door.
You got 316?
Yeah, I remember having seen a lot of those before.
No, okay, I got it.
look at that.
That's 11:30 seconds?
You didn't need the 56.
We can also use wrenches. Catapults.
No, he did need a tiny one. I just found it. You never need one that small. That's why they're in the corner.
For our own entertainment.
Back catapults. Good if you drop enough weight on them.
How many robotics kits does it take to attach a compressor to a kit?
Well, it's only taking
One
one
to do
so
it.
far.
10 to watch.
Let's all
You're all
rotate.
supervised. There we go.
You know,
You guys rotate the robot.
Do you have more bolts or you just gotta go with 2?
I only drilled 2 holes.
That's fine then. Sounds good.
I mean, you could try 4. It might not work out so
Four
well.
would be better.
Time.
4 would be better, but so would 6. There's only 4.
That's a lot of shake.
Yeah.
Is that too much shit?
Oh no, that's fine. You were just pushing really hard. That's not bad.
Let's try. Yeah, that's an accurate test.
The sound
I mean,
effects
we can always,
really added to
we can
it.
always do that and see, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
Ooh, let's do it just because. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping you would
There
do.
you go. Oh, you got one.
Just I don't know where. Are you running it backwards?
Yeah.
That sounded bad. Not exactly the same. Never mind.
And the second one sparks.
I
So
like that.
They both sparked.
No, well, never mind.
Actually, this compressor doesn't
God,
match.
Tyler.
That's
Stop trying to say
the
intelligent
cutest
things.
little compressor ever.
So
I
all
want
it's
to get
doing
one.
is got a diaphragm with a one-way valve on top, and the motor just bouncing back and forth.
So I'm gonna wire the thing up.
So it doesn't matter whether you go forward,
Are
back,
we
back and forth. Still
Yeah.
back and forth.
We need
Yeah, we need to wire.
these ends to
And
run.
To use random, shortest possible wire length wiring techniques.
What?
I'm kidding.
Diagonal
didn't
everywhere.
hear you.
Diagonal loops. Wrap the churro.
And try to go under there as much as possible.
So we're going.
That's what we did in 2012.
Like
You
this?
couldn't see like any wires on the robot. It was fantastic.
I like that. Just like that.
I did not have anything to do with that.
Use nice techniques.
Be a good teacher.
Yeah, Tyler.
Use wire harness
I'm the
techniques.
teacher.
Teach.
Yeah, you're teaching right now. You're doing it.
You're the only co-president.
Don't pay attention.
Don't
And
let
you
me
I trust.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not-
Well, it was
Eh.
like that before it was put.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but it needs to
Yeah. He's
not be on that.
Or be zip tied to it so it can't shake. Either one.
Yeah.
So.
Vibrations never broke anything. It's okay.
No,
No,
it's
it's
some
from
wire
tapping
point.
something.
Yeah, you cut through that wire and then.
Oh, that'd be exciting.
I mean, you could also just zip tie over here.
The Grand Canyon was made by a
Here
river.
you go.
Yeah, zip tie the wire
That's
to
a
them.
pretty light one for that.
Yeah, let me
I
get
was
you a
gonna
real
say-
I don't think you want to start here.
You have. Can you get me a wimpy little zip tie?
Put it next to the
It's a real one over here for you.
Yeah.
You want yellow? Is yellow good? That still might not be big enough. If that's not big enough, then
It's significantly less wimpy.
but
It is.
Hey now.
This
Don't
is
be dissing my
more like
guy.
the
That's what
scale
you want.
Yeah.
He was
There we
just
go.
a child. You
But we
crushed
had a big old
his
thing
dreams.
somewhere.
Yes, I was where it went.
There we go. Now they're appropriate.
Aw.
Everywhere.
yeah,
You had like
So we're
keys.
just zip tying it to.
yeah, with as many zip ties as you want. That's a useless wrench now.
It's called dice.
Or just raw strength because it's a wimpy zip tie.
So another little tip for
You gotta be
is when you
illustrated.
cut these
You
things,
just said
just
straight
cut
line.
it. It's there, and you have all that you can reuse it. Yeah. See? Always cut it right up next to the
You gotta stand up for your manliness. You said it was wimpy. Will you
The
need the wimpy
reason
zip tie?
is
Get some dice.
Yeah. So because you'll always run out of
Wait,
things.
wait. You try and break it, Mike? I just wanna like, on a track.
Don't break the wrench.
Because that's what it
Because that's actually a possibility.
I wasn't pulling that
Well,
hard
if you just
because I didn't
started
want to hurt my
twisting, the
finger.
wrench might give.
Yeah, it's a wimpy zip tie.
Told you.
Well, you were probably holding it in a way that it could fail the zipper.
Yeah.
And the break.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's probably why he.
I wasn't
So
pulling that
nothing
hard either.
successful happened with me.
Oh no, you.
No, nothing at all.
No.
Properly.
You simply exploited the mechanical advantage.
Hold
Go
it
back to
properly.
your work.
You're simply an exploiter. That's all you do.
The real question is why do you have a drawer?
Snake eyes.
Don't use metric on
It
anything.
kinda worked.
You hit me like right there. I would have died if it was a bullet. That's like
There we
my
go.
part.
I was
Well,
impressed.
next year.
Unless you can throw a bullet that hard.
Superman. I've always wanted Superman to do
Can
that.
I
Just
get
catch
a
a
real
bullet.
Why is this
Tell him to build
Can I get a
one
screwdriver? I want a screwdriver.
And all of
Do you want a screwdriver or you need a screwdriver?
Both.
as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it should be up to we'll find it. No, open the metric drawer looking for a adjustment.
China.
Oh,
Oh, I had a
Wait, is that?
Oh, China.
Let that one go.
Wow.
This one might be easier. Or not. Or it won't be easier.
Jokes will get worse as we get further into the season.
And it gets later.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
later.
scary.
Well,
You ruined it.
I mean, that's why it gets worse.
Tell him that.
Well, that's why it gets worse, is because it gets later and later.
Yeah.
Standards
Then you
go
factor
down.
sleep deprivation.
Yeah.
I trust me, they already were.
Okay. And you factor in Tyler
We-
drinking energy drinks, and then
But then part of
That's
allowed
when
to
Tyler
drink
comes in with
energy
2 monsters in him, that's when everyone just goes home and lets Tyler sit in here and just.
And then we just watch the live feed.
Whoever lets me just sit in the machine shop by myself clearly does not know me.
We were gonna put you in a box first.
Yeah, we
At
got
least tell you we put you in a straight jacket.
You've
got
seen
that
it over the
cage.
hedge with a squirrel shrinks.
Yeah.
We got the dog kennel outside.
The first time I saw that movie, I
That
wasn't a huge fan, and then I saw it the second time in like psychology class because everyone has a different psychological disorders. We watched it.
Oh,
I love that movie.
And it was like it was so funny the second
we
time.
need
Anderson
Anderson
connectors.
crimp on here.
Yeah, you should find Anderson
Everyone has a
connectors.
different
He's gonna show you what
Anderson, find the Anderson connectors, please.
Sure.
Have you already been
That just
introduced to the
seems
Anderson
so
connectors?
ironic.
Actually, we don't need Anderson connectors.
Anderson, we need you to connect yourself to the battery.
Go find
Anderson.
Well, poor Silas.
He's finding himself.
That's what college is for. He'll get to it.
Introspective college student. They said sit with people you don't know.
That's what they
So I
say when they
sat
say, what are you
with
majoring in? Majoring in myself.
Yeah, that can get really weird. I'm definitely the weirdest person I know. That's all because I know everything I think.
Yeah,
I spent a lifetime studying this one guy.
Kind of crazy, but I don't have a choice.
I'm stuck with him.
I'm making him my slave.
That's actually more accurate.
Where are all of our electrical stuff?
In the red bin.
Somewhere in this room.
I found one for you.
I don't need Anderson.
No, I found one.
They actually are called Anderson?
Yes!
What? Now this is cool.
Yeah, these are actually Anderson.
No, I want these so I can attach it to the Victor.
That's a larger version up there.
This is an Anderson connector.
Yeah. It's just the brands.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, it's
It
the
was
brand.
destined
Anderson, see?
for me to join
Ready?
this team.
Ready?
Oh yeah, we're not. Those are two dummy cards, and we don't have anything else wired.
And Tyler, you checked all the yellow bins?
Yeah, the other two cards are somewhere. Those are just two dummies we put in to take up space.
You know, just thinking, wouldn't it make sense if cars just had one of those on there, and so jumper cables are nothing but freaking.
Yes.
Sorry, this just came to me, you know. I'm like,
You should do that and like patent it.
how can I? It's already like a standard.
My battery's not even
Patent-
under
no,
my.
no,
My battery's
patent
in
it.
the
Why didn't they
trunk, so I've
think
got
about that
one
a long
post
time
of
ago?
it.
So they just this thing here. These are polarized. They can only go the right way.
Checking the red
Until the
bins.
Germans get a hold of it.
That's
BMW, big
Germans, they
That's
got
where
the
it was,
thing.
yeah.
Volkswagens
The
can
one on the
only
left
be jumped by
has all
other
the
Volkswagens. No, that's what would happen if they started trying to do that. And the
You don't
American
jump
Volkswagens
the Japanese
can't.
car.
The Volkswagens, the American Volkswagens can't jump the
The one on
European
the left has the yellow bins from the boxes, or from the shelf posture.
Oh, okay.
The fork connector would be broken
That
out
might
anyway,
be-
so it's just too wide to cut it.
That
was my back.
I was saying, it sounded like
No.
a pain.
I sure is.
Actually, it was not my back. It was what we were after the show.
I won't stop. I won't stop.
I have a question.
The battery's up in the truck, so it's got one posting right in
No, not
the
what?
Push
Just go there and
It's like
ground
three.
somewhere.
Push what?
Okay. Oh, this is back again.
My back up. Got
Is it racquetball?
Look at all the Victor fans.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is stiff, right?
So many Victor fans. Connectors.
We're looking.
Looking
Yeah.
for the.
No, there should be. There should be a Zach.
I thought that there should have been, but I couldn't find any.
Yeah.
You just wrap it around the screw and screw it together. And then doing
It's
houses
hard
that
to
must
find
be
things
good.
in the other place.
Clearly, people do not know how to put things.
We could just take them off.
These ones, the round.
The ones they
So
have,
first
they're on one of the motor wires. You can see the yellow one.
Any round or flat blade so you can put it under a screw is what he's looking for.
Oh, lugs.
Yeah,
What are we looking for?
that's all I was looking for.
Anderson foot.
Flat blade will even work.
I'm not looking for Anderson connectors, Anderson. Sorry.
You're looking
Hey,
for lugs.
these split. This one's non-functional. It is.
You popped it in the box. I've never seen you. Is that?
Oh, I'm probably in the way.
Oh, you run across the wheel car.
Yeah.
Why do you have so many guns? I've never seen
Excuse me. It's in a box like one of these hardware bins.
I
What
remember
about that
seeing
one over there? Those two over there.
those are both hardware.
Yeah, I don't know where the electrical vent went.
Go around. I found resistors.
Here it is.
You found it?
Yeah. Oh, look, there's our light rings.
Hey.
We're gonna want one of those.
Yeah.
Ooh, where'd you find it?
On the very top where you can't see it.
He called you.
He's the only one who can make a short joke to Tyler.
Or Brendan.
I found the Anderson connectors. Woohoo! Brendan Merry Christmas. It doesn't have any weight.
My birthday all over again.
Brendan is calling every day.
Yeah. No, Kelly makes it.
Better if they made a satisfying click noise.
What? Where's the camera that we
That wasn't very nice.
I don't know.
What are you looking for?
That's why I screamed.
Hey, the little one.
Everything
Yeah.
okay in
Because we're
here?
gonna be wanting.
Yep.
Someone pounded on the door.
Oh, that was probably Brendan.
No, I figured.
Yeah. And I
Someone outside. No, we didn't kill anyone yet.
I like the yet. Do we have a crimper? We need crimpers.
They're in the box.
we hired dancers too. Right,
Fingers on you. Just right.
I found your Anderson crimpers.
What are you looking for?
Here's some regular crimpers.
No.
Here's the one you're looking for.
Got it.
Those probably aren't the ones you're looking for.
No,
These are not the crimpers you're looking for.
I was like, those are
not the
Anderson
crimpers you're looking for. Not the crimpers I'm looking for. You want to go home and then think you're
You
lucky.
see that poster and it says there's word at door.
Yeah. Everyone has those days.
If you really can't find a crimper, any rounded thing, such as the end of a popper bit and the vise will do.
Oh no, I
on
know.
the vise, but it'd be nice if you find an actual crimper.
Anything else you do really sucks compared to having that.
Yes.
That's all Ryan stuff.
Although, it would probably make a difference right now. We're just walking through.
It would probably be in like
There's some like slips or
like
electrical dry.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean,
There you go.
looks like a very dangerous.
They're all crap.
It's not gonna like my case and bust in my face.
When's your birthday?
know.
It was just 10th of December.
Guess I'll put it here. I was gonna give you a bag of fingers and connectors.
We do have that.
I was
So it's
I'm
nice.
saying I got a bag full of meat.
I haven't
Connecting
actually
views.
went home for product right now.
Yes, I became one.
Yeah, we get
Were you two before? Were you schizophrenic?
We don't
You're
like
gonna buy one.
And my speech class, this one girl
Yeah.
has to introduce herself.
I hated that one too.
My name is Roberto. My personal pronouns are her, or like
Drop
she,
You're
her, and hers.
bundled up
And
wired
hers.
first.
Yeah.
It's just way better.
So you want to put the wire
And
in
then
before
the
you
next
put
thing
a wire.
it says is,
Oh yeah, no.
involved in College Democrats Club. It's like, that's not surprising.
I have done that before where it's in there and like never, at the last second the wire just pops out.
Dangles.
Just because she started her statement with her name and then her personal pronouns. That was a pretty good tip.
So no idea where the cameras might be.
I'm gonna go look in the red box.
Yeah, the red box somewhere.
This is what the software can do. Oh, by the way, they gave us some tape, right? For the reflective tape so we can make the part.
Yeah,
Do we know where that
it'll be on the kit parts. The black thing.
Kid party for the year, really. We might well not use this at all. This was the most useful stuff we've ever gotten in the kid party.
What is it?
Well, I
This is
applied to
Johnson
one tape
Plains,
last year.
The University of
It's cool
Chicago.
because the way it functions.
It's kind of like it was
It's cool because
Instead of
once
like
the states
still
it
applied,
like
and it was late.
more
Well,
harder and
I
harder
was-
harder you press.
What?
So it
Right
actually
by
cures
the-
through compression.
At all.
It's
I don't
similar.
think late.
Yeah,
So if you're gonna apply it all,
It's banned
I was saying I
everywhere
applied
last
that
year.
night. So pushing I'm just a little bit.
You applied
And
where?
I find
The
it
University
pretty
of Chicago.
unusual here.
And it's the only place I applied.
Are you serious?
Yep. I have
Here's
not
another
been very
non-functional
actively taking
Yeah,
college
You
so
can
that's
try
true.
that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
you
it
don't
too.
hear that.
Roland.
Alright.
Do you have them somewhere?
So you've been accepted
What?
yet, Hannah?
What?
You've been accepted yet?
You should apply to
Well,
UCF.
We're
I've been
accepted
accepted to Wisconsin before. Yeah.
You should apply to UCF even if
Because
you
this
don't.
bid might be like a smoking thing.
I was going to, and then I was like, ooh, I had to do this by today.
It's gonna have to
Yeah, the UCF application is closed now for fall.
Is it?
It closed
Yeah,
the
it
15th
closed the 15th for fall.
because I was
Not
looking
for
at
transfer
the 15th, and I was
students,
like,
it's only
maybe I'll
for
do this,
transfer
and I was like, nope.
So.
You have to apply that. That's not really usually.
Basically.
There's no application, but
Yeah,
it's not
Tyler,
like
it stays open for 30 minutes, like forever. Because I signed up for fall in like June, end of June.
Wait, does that mean when your brother applied to UCF, he actually did it before, like, the day before orientation?
Yeah. And it's digital media.
It's digital media?
I did an intro digital media class because I needed to my schedule, and that was awesomely easy classes, right? That was the easiest class I've ever taken.
Easier than intro, or did you have to do intro to engineering?
No,
Oh, okay. I was about to say, it's hard to be easier than that class.
I didn't do it here because I transferred over the degree, so like, here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
General
Well, this should,
fine,
it's an
intro.
oversized rangefinder.
Well, it's better than
Yeah.
So what exactly are we doing right now?
We just found we used it in 11, but it was weird because it was sort of only used a little bit in 11.
You're observing
Because it was wet for a time, and then after a point it checked it and said, oh yeah,
So I
that was
almost feel like it would be more beneficial to go work on my
which is apparently the only reason
slash
it's
finish
going
watching
low
this guy's video.
Oh, you know that.
Oh, so that's why it did?
Yeah.
It was like,
I feel like you're not contributing crazy, really not.
I mean, other than my residence, which obviously contributes, but you know.
Yay, code.
I'm intrigued to see it working when it's all wired up, but it's not like I can really do anything.
Zach, can I ask you, Zach?
I said one of the red bins, so I'm looking in the other one. I'm looking in the other one, but I might not have been very thorough.
Man. These are all my fans.
This is the one we used last year. We're gonna want a better one if we went off the actual robot.
just take the one off the laptop over there. Don't tell me. Sorry guys, you didn't do a garbage.
Well, that's like the Access 1.0. We're gonna want to use the Access like 2.0.
So now, what do we do?
We need different ends on this.
How do we do that?
We want speed controllers in here. Not speed controllers, so ones that fit.
Do we get them and print them? Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure this is right.
We'll see there.
Is the camera in your hand all the time?
No, this one.
Okay.
Alright, good.
So I have to cut these leads because I really don't want to do them. Well, I wasn't asking you. No one asked you. Gosh.
Close to close. Fields.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to cut these leads on compressor. Because I'm not particularly
Good.
concerned about that. Because I have to put these on.
Don't put anything on top of it.
I don't know. I'm not very.
I mean, there's already
What it does.
Anderson. So,
What's this do, Tyler? Besides look cool.
it's a potentiometer. No, it's not. It's a.
What is it?
It's like a
cool
switch.
looking
Yeah, it's a switch.
No, they're not much less.
Yeah, I guess.
It'd probably be the original one they were given.
Yeah, that's like the Access 1.
That's good enough.
It will function for the
Experiment.
practice robot.
Yeah, it works a lot.
It mounts the same.
So you found the tape?
The
No.
important thing is it mounts exactly the same, so however we
I
I have to cut these off,
too
right?
much.
yeah.
It's
Because I wasn't excited about cutting them.
Well, then next shoe you take, there's something over here that's perfect. You put the Andersons back on that, you plug it on this, and then you put the
Right on there. Okay, yes. let's
Or you
do that.
find one with a less beefy thing. So you can put Andersons on this, and then it's already got the other things on the end.
I want spades now.
Oh, okay. For the
Oh,
right.
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Then something like
like
this, if you don't want
something
that, you just
something
really
heavier.
don't want that those off.
Yeah, but because it's
So short.
well, because it's hardwired into the computer.
Yeah. You got enough other wires. You just got like 2 inches off the end of this.
I just use that.
And use this.
I'll do that.
Or if you want the beaker stuff, you use the beaker stuff. I don't know what you're supposed to use with the compressor. I figure anything at least as big as what's
At
coming
least
out
as big as this.
is its own.
Totally by accident.
That never
I didn't really
happens.
ask them.
So put these somewhere where they're like
Yeah.
together and won't people else so we can do this.
Yeah.
Top of the toolbox.
Yeah, it'll get lost there. We actually have a programming shelf
Put it on top
now.
of it.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's in the like dining room all day.
Yeah, let's go find the program.
We have a programming shop?
I think the programmers have stuff.
Brendan, put away the computer. Brendan, put away the computer.
I don't think they realize there's no movement here. I need. Where are the wire cutters?
You need help with anything?
You want to have crunch things?
What?
We are crimping. You know that?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. This is what we're doing. Over here. We're creating a connector that'll plug into this, and then we're going to put these ends on it so they can plug into this.
Okay.
Like that. So the way these work, we have these little plastic bits here, and we have these metal pieces. This plastic bit is what allows it to only plug in one way. So see that? It'll only plug in red to red and black to black. I can't plug it in any way. So that's what those are for. And then we have these little metal bits that they'll crimp onto the wire, and then once they're on the wire, they push in and they clip on over those little metal pieces. So that holds your wire. So what we're going to do is we need to find the appropriate crimper, which is down here. Okay, so the way this works is this is ratcheting, so it'll every time you do it, it clicks. You're gonna put the wire into that piece, just like that. And when you squeeze it, it now squeezes that onto the wire. So we want to do the same thing. Oh shoot. See how it's not the same length? I think we'll be fine now. Go ahead and do the same thing with this one. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your connector, and we'll use the first one here. And just until it holds it and it doesn't fall out. And you can take your wire and you stick it in there, make sure you get the wire all the way in there. And then go ahead and just crimp it all the way.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure. So is that far enough?
Yeah, that's good. Go ahead and just.
Good.
Yep.
So is that how?
As soon as you're far enough, it should release. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And there it is.
Okay.
Perfect. So now we take our plastic piece here and matching red to red, black to black. Plug this piece in like this. And this one in like this. There we go. Now we have this connector here, which then can plug into that just like that. Oh, careful. Okay, so now we need wire cutters. Because I'm going to cut the end off of this. And over there.
Oh, my mom's here.
Alright.
Okay,
See ya.
Yeah.
What time is it?